This is Transcendent, and this is it's about change and technology taking over the world. Sorry, I'm not the best speaker.
Oh no, hey.
But yeah, this is 1,000 hours.
Your work is speaking for you.
Yeah. So I have 1,000 hours on here now. I have a video on my TikTok.
Yeah.
It shows from where I started to where I'm at, and it's just a constant flow. You can see my mind work. It's great. It's beautiful.
Yo, talk to me about this right here. This is very interesting. The pyramid.
To be honest, it's just what naturally came out. You know,
So do you think you're channeling?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Messages. This is
all out of my head. Yeah. This is no references, no nothing. This is it.
What's your name?
William Ibbotson.
Where can we find you?
My Instagram. You can just look up my name on Instagram.
What is it?
William Ibbotson.
Ibbotson.
My
Spell last name. Spell that last name.
Ibbetson.
Oh, okay.
Every now and then you have these little moments that kind of like change the trajectory of the conversation. And that, what you just saw there with that young man that was doing that art really did that for me. I'm sitting here thinking about what he did, and basically the name of the poem, the name of the art was how technology is going to take over and transform our current reality. And he was a self-taught artist, just kind of woke up one morning and kind of started drawing these things that were coming to him. And it just made me think in terms of like M&A, private equity, venture capital, all these things, if you're still using the same playbook that they used 30 years ago, 40 years ago in the M&A space, you're going to get left behind, because the way technology is happening, if you don't figure out a way to be more of a sophisticated capital allocator, even beyond that, AI, I believe, is going to take over that function of capital allocation, the function of sourcing, the function of diligence, the function, all these different functions. AI is going to be able to do it, and going to be able to do it pretty accurately. So if you, as an M&A professional, acquisition entrepreneur, private equity person, if you're not thinking on how AI is going to transform the industry, you're already behind. Again, that's why I'm doing these vlogs, because I see what's happening and want to build the infrastructure so that people like you can use it and be able to make sure that you're ahead of the curve. So that was profound. That painting was profound. Maybe I can put it in my description if you want to see that painting in better light. So stay tuned.
The truth is, not growing up in the M&A space in the first half of my career, it gives me an advantage because I never adopted the old playbooks. Now, just to give you some context, I worked for the Wall Street Journal for 10 years. So I've always been around the private markets in terms of stories and being close to the stories. But I was always an outsider looking in, trying to figure out, like, how am I going? I want to play too. I want to get into the game too. But it took some time to get to this place. But now I'm entering with the team with the opportunity to rewrite the playbook. Step by step, brick by brick, and learning along the way. That's why, I'm glad to have you along with me on the ride, so I can open source all my learnings in real time as I go.
Okay, so I just finished a really good session with a friend of mine, a strategic session, because there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle to make sure, like as I was saying before, is like when you're building something that's new, not even new, just bringing pieces together that maybe have never gone before and bring them together. There's a lot of pieces that have to get handled, and sometimes you need someone to come in like a consultant to help you break things down. And some of the things that I'm not going to get into it right now, but what I'm doing right now is to kind of like take that meeting and really put them in action steps so that I can implement it. Because at the end of the day, someone can talk to you as long as possible, but if you're not implementing, if you're not executing on it, it goes away. So after that session, the key here was just to write it all down,
come up with the steps, and then make it more, more polished and turn it into a playbook. So there's 3 playbooks because I came into the session with 3 challenges that I was facing. Immediate challenges I was facing that were blocking me. So as soon as I got them, now I have 3 mechanisms that I can put in place so those things don't happen as much. And I can always go back and tune them up and refresh them. So, yeah, so stay tuned. That's it.
She has office for the 23rd all the way until the 2nd. Let's see here. So it would be Tuesday that you're staying with her, because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you already booked you something. Thursday is Thanksgiving, so it would have to be Tuesday.
This video talking about how the industry is shifting and changing pretty rapidly. And, my wife and I just had a quick alignment session because my family is pretty much all entrepreneurs. And so we had a really quick alignment session just to get, our affairs and businesses aligned. And it's always baby steps because everybody operates in a different way, and really trying to find that compromise in the middle on how to work together. So that was pretty cool. I'm actually ending the day. The day is pretty much done. So I'm gonna stop it right here. I had a long day. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. I don't take it lightly. With that said, I'm out. Peace.